Well, gentlemen, another year, another invitation from the reports we got last year. Those of you that came enjoyed it, so we decided to do it again. That's one of the reasons we're doing it again. The format is exactly the same. You come here on Friday, July 26th. Somewhere around 2 o'clock, there will be a reception for you, at which there will be water and maybe a Pepsi Cola offered to you. But that would be the strongest libation at that moment. And that way you can see what it's like when they get introduced to Servite. I'm sure that you'll remember some of that. Wasn't as formal for you as it will be for them. The day will proceed from the reception to meeting in the gym with all of the new freshmen, and they will be harangued for approximately an hour and a half. Most of you will endure some flashbacks. That's fine. That's healthy most of the time. If it's not, I don't want to hear it. And the day will conclude around 9:30 that night. We might be able to steal a piece of pizza for you somewhere in between there. At 9:30, we will dismiss those who want to leave, but some of us will stay and there'll be adoration. And you're welcome to stay for that as well. On Saturday, you're welcome back again. There'll be a dinner for you on Saturday at 6:15 in the Priory. At 4 o'clock, before that, there'll be tours. And I know I should have stayed in order there, and I didn't, but hopefully you can reconstruct that appropriately. So at 4 o'clock, there'll be tours for the alumni, and there's lots of new developments that you might find very interesting. We don't want to have any complaints about why we didn't do this for you. I think if you've got a mirror in your house, you probably can look at it and see why. At 7 o'clock, there'll be a bonfire. And one of the alumni will speak at that. And that usually is a very enjoyable time. They have to put on several skits involving singing and poetry and things of this nature that reflect what they've learned in the last 2 days. And again, we'll close that day with a adoration about 9:15. Now, I said we offered this again this year, and the reason was that one of the reasons is because you enjoyed it last year. But we also had some inquiries by your wives, because once they saw what the themes we were talking about, they were very concerned about how you had missed out on, for instance, mastery of self. So to that end, you might want to show up and review how that might be apropos for you to use in your present stage of life. Maybe you can go home and impress your wife with how you've learned something about mastery of self. I personally don't know. I'm just telling you what we hear and what they would appreciate. So we can arrange that as well. I'm sure we can, if we have to put a sidebar in there, we'll do that. We'll do that for the alumni, and we'll go over mastery of self for you gentlemen as well. All right, but we'd be glad to see you on the 26th of July, and again on the 27th. Make sure your work is done around the house. See you then.